Welcome to another edition of Raya's Power International. Today I want to talk about creatine. Once again, the benefits continue to be discovered. Now it's amazing. Now, creatine was discovered in 1832 when the French scientist Michel-Eugène Chevreul successfully extracted it from meat. Now, a chemist by the name of Justus von Liebig replicated Chevreul's work in Germany, but von Liebig took his research even farther. He discovered that wild animals have more creatine in their muscles than domestic animals due to a higher level of activity. Now, in 1923, researchers discovered that ingesting creatine increased nitrogen retention due to increased muscle mass. In 1926, Alfred Schnuten administered creatine to humans for the very first time. Now, Schnuten verified that creatine is anabolic in humans as well as animals. A synthetic form of creatine was synthesized from sarcosine and cyanamide in 1950. Experiments between 1970 and 1990 proved time and again that creatine prevents muscle atrophy. Now, I'm sure that many of you are aware that in 1992, a biochemist named Anthony Almada and businessman Ed Bird acquired a kilogram of creatine and began their own trials. In 1993, the two men introduced creatine under the name phosphagen through their newly formed company, Experimental and Applied Sciences, or EAS. Now, magazine publisher Bill Phillips began writing about EAS's new product that same year. The following year, Phillips purchased EAS. Now, it was well known among researchers that creatine regenerates adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, which fuels the muscle cells. But Phillips wrote of another benefit of ingesting creatine. He stated that when the muscle absorbs creatine, it brings water with it. He termed the process cell volumizing, which increases strength via muscle torque. Now let's take a look at creatine's most recently discovered benefit and the reason for this video. This is going to get a little technical, but bear with me. The growth differentiation factor 8, or GDF8, better known as the muscle synthesis inhibiting hormone, myostatin, was discovered in 1997 by geneticists Se-Jin Lee and Alexandra McPherson. Now, myostatin is a myokine, which is a glycoprotein produced and released by myocytes. It acts on muscle cells' autocrine signaling function to inhibit myogenesis, which is muscle cell growth and differentiation. Now, myostatin is encoded by the MSTN gene. If you don't have the MSTN gene, you'll grow big muscles. Now, Lee and McPherson were able to produce a strain of mice that lacked the gene. The mice had nearly twice as much muscle as normal mice. Now, you're probably wondering, well, that's great for mice, but what if it doesn't work on humans? Well, that's what we're going to talk about next. In 2010, a study was done to determine the effect of resistance training for 8 weeks in conjunction with creatine on muscle strength, lean body mass, and the serum levels of myostatin and GASP1. GASP1 is G-protein coupled receptor associated sorting protein 1. Now, in a double-blind, placebo-controlled study, 27 males aged 23, plus or minus 2 years, were put on a resistance training program while supplementing with creatine, or put on a resistance training program while receiving a placebo. Now, the results were measured at the beginning of the study and on weeks 4 and 8 via blood tests, strength tests, and body composition analysis. Myostatin and GASP1 were measured. The resistance training caused the serum levels of myostatin to decrease significantly. It also increased the GASP1. Now, the creatine coupled with the resistance training decreased the serum myostatin even further, but had no additional effect on the GASP1. Now, a similar study was done by scientists in Iraq. 27 young men were assigned to perform resistance training. Some took creatinine, some did not. All the participants' myostatin went down. Those that took creatinine saw their myostatin go down to an even greater degree. Now, the scientists claim that the men who supplemented with creatinine also saw their GAS1 increase. Now, these two studies determined that supplementing with creatine monohydrate suppresses myostatin to a degree sufficient to increase muscle mass in individuals who train with weights. Now, for decades after its inception as a commercially available supplement, no one had any idea that creatine could not only produce more ATP and volumize muscle cells, but partially block myostatin. Now, this finding gives everyone trying to increase muscle mass one more reason to supplement with creatine monohydrate.
I'd like to thank everybody for watching today's video. I've been power bodybuilding now for 37 years, and I want to share that information with you. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please subscribe and share with your friends.